Policymakers are concerned that the implementation of a livable wage could see corporate merchants hiking the price of goods based on the perceived improvement in the standard of living, thus undercutting efforts to give St. Solutions a hand up. Cabinet is currently deliberating on the preliminary report on the proposed wage with the intention to revise the document to suit the island's circumstances. Labour Minister Dr. Virginia Albert-Poyotte worries that retailers, including grocery store chains, might seek an adjustment in the price of consumer goods in keeping with the new wage scale.
So you will be given the information as soon as it has left cabinet, so you will be able to discuss it in the public domain, because the minimum wage has serious implication, financial implication for government as well as the private sector. It is one where once you up the wage, then it means everything else will go up. Even cost of living will go up. Cost of things in the public domain in terms of the supermarkets and everything else will go up, because people will argue, well, people are getting a little more money now, so why don't we ask more for our items?
And as it pertains to monitoring the increase in the cost of goods to mitigate price gouging with the implementation of a livable wage, Poyotte has entrusted the Price Control Department with regulating the market.
Government has to monitor that very carefully, so that business places do not just put up markup on goods because they hear that people are getting a little more money, that now they try to take it from them through rising cost of living. So that is the responsibility of government to control that. So it is not something that will automatically happen, but it can be one that would tempt some persons to increase cost of things, knowing that, especially when government has an increase for public servants. People in the private sector and in the public domain want to increase prices, I think, because they feel that government employees are getting more money now, so why not up the price for my, what you call the low patat, and your this and your banana. But it is not right, because there was no additional cost to produce these goods. So why should you increase the cost? So price control has to step up on that.
The livable wage is not a flat wage across the board. Calculated on an hourly rate, the wage will depend on the specific sector. Poyotte revealed that individuals in the service sector have long complained that the current minimum wage is insufficient.
Those in the hotel sector, those who work in the supermarkets and in the dry goods stores, if you hear what they take home at the end of the month, it is not something that can help them survive. But are the employers paying them the right rate? Once they are paying them the right rate and they work it out, it should give them what we call the minimum wage in that sector. Okay, so we are hoping that the Prime Minister it will have serious financial implication for government too, because there are people who are working for government who may not be at the minimum wage level, and persons who work in the hotels and in the different sectors.
According to Minister Poyotte, a minimum wage can be defined as the least amount of money an employer can compensate a worker given the category of work. The wage was calculated using International Labour Organization standards. However, it may not be enough for an individual to survive, and this is where a livable wage comes in. Government will compare the livable wage across the region and the globe and request public feedback before settling on a livable wage. Gina Filippi, HCS News Force.